First of all, can I ask you your name?
I'm Erin Baker.
Thank you. And can you tell me the job you do here?
I am the project officer for Vision 21, and we have a grant from the big lottery to take areas like this, it's previously disused land, and turn it into a growing space and teach the community. The project is called Get Up and Grow More, and we found this site and chose it in, I think, September of 2011, and in March 2012 we kicked off and started creating Friars Park Community Edible Garden.
Can I ask you a little bit about these wonderful murals? Would you call them murals?
Yes,
on the side. They are lovely.
I would call them murals. They're great. This was one of our partners for the project is Seven Vale Housing, and this property is actually owned by Seven Vale Housing. They're communal sheds for the residents that live in the flats. And Louise Foray has suggested, well, why don't we do an art project? Why don't we do a mural project on it? Because they face the garden and brighten up the area. So we got a local artist from Gloucester, and Rupert Mackenzie, and he came up with these designs based on input we gave him, and we had volunteer groups on 2 different occasions come out. The mural down here, we had about 25 of the local youth from the Link Community Centre, and they did the majority of the painting on that, plus our regular volunteers as well. Yeah, it was a big community effort.
And how many volunteers are involved in the gardening here?
Well, with our weekly sessions, it's probably about a half dozen, but over the course of the past year and a half, we've had over 50 people on the site doing different things at various times, whether getting the site ready, because it was previously chest high with brambles and cow parsley, as you can see back there, and now it's clear and manageable. So yeah, over the course of time, probably over 50.
And you talked about youth being involved, because they were involved in painting that. Are a lot of young people involved in it?
Well, we have one of our regular volunteers has a couple of children, and they come down regularly. We're very much open to kids coming down. We haven't quite harnessed them beyond the painting, but whilst they were here painting, they did plant some sunflowers in a pot and take them home. So hopefully we've sown the seed anyway with them, and they'll come back another time.
That's great. And then one over here on the other side, there's another project going on connected in some way with you, isn't it?
The Nature Reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we work as partners, but I don't work on the Nature Reserve as such. But yes, it's taking this lovely area and preserving it. A lot of the animals that are on our mural are actually friends that live in the the Nature Reserve over there.
Not that friendly with the plants.
No, most of them are all right. Just the slugs and the snails really that bother us.
And about funding, now you've got funding for the moment, but that runs out quite soon, doesn't it?
Yes, the project is funded until March 2014, so we are hot to trot looking for continued funding. We would like to keep this area as a community garden, and we've been working with some people that have some funding to do a community orchard, so we might have a community orchard in this beginning area, and then potentially transition this entire lot back here, which runs the whole length of Queen's Road, into more traditional style allotments. So keeping the beginning community, and then those who don't really want the community edible garden but would like their own traditional allotment plot could have a place back there.
And that's the other obvious question, all the plants are edible?
All the plants are edible, yes. We have a couple of perennials that aren't edible in this little flower bed that I donated from my garden just to give it some bee-friendly flowers and whatnot. And this is a cut flower bed, which again is to promote bees and insects to come pollinate. But yes, everything beyond these 2 beds is completely edible. We're eating sort of 4 seasons throughout the year. We've got things harvestable in the winter and in the spring and in the autumn, not just the summer.
And who can use the edible plants?
Those who volunteer with us.
Oh.
So the way the sessions work is people come, work for a couple of hours. Of course, we have a cup of tea and sometimes cake, and then at the end we harvest, and everyone takes home a share of the harvest. Although this year we think we'll have a bit of a surplus, so I'm going to set up hopefully a partnership with the Tewkesbury Food Bank. I know they don't take perishables, but I'm thinking since it's such a closely, we're very close in proximity, we could drop it off the day after it's harvested, and then maybe people coming that day could utilize it. So.
That's lovely.